Hi, passive investors. It's Aaron Fragnito with People's Capital Group, one of the founders here in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. We focus on investing in Class B and C apartment buildings and working with passive investors to do so. And about a third of our investors self-direct their IRA into real estate. So I'm going to talk to you briefly today about how to take your IRA. Maybe it's in the stock market going up and down and up and down. Maybe it's controlled by another entity where you're not even sure what industries it's supporting or what it's really doing right now or what the value is. And take that IRA, take control of it, and move it into tangible cash flowing apartment buildings or real estate in general. We focus on buying apartment buildings in high demand markets here in North Jersey. So that's perhaps something you could do with your real estate to build it stronger. It's not a way to pull from your IRA sooner. It's not a way to cheat the tax code, but it is a way to grow that IRA. And we're going to explain that in depth today in this brief video here with People's Capital Group. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we come out with a new video every week with real estate investment tips. So let's break into it here. First step in self-directing your IRA is working with an IRA custodian. An IRA custodian, there's over 60 of them. Their prices do fluctuate a little bit, so you want to make sure you're working with an IRA custodian that fits your needs. And for the most part, though, their job is to take your IRA from wherever it is. Say it's with Merrill Lynch right now, and you want to have your IRA custodian once you select the right one to work with. And once you choose that IRA custodian, they're going to contact, say, Merrill Lynch, where your IRA is now, for example, and then that company will move the IRA over to the IRA custodian that you've decided to work with. Now, this custodian now allows you to do a couple different things, okay? Some people are just going to invest their IRA into a passive investment. They're not going to need access to the money very readily. So in that case, say you're investing in an apartment building with People's Capital Group, and we're going to send you back quarterly cash flow checks back to your IRA custodian every quarter to build that value of your IRA. But for the most part, you're really just making one transaction from the IRA custodian into the apartment building, okay? Now, your IRA custodian is going to tell you what you can and can't do with your IRA, but one thing you can do is invest in the structure we have to buy New Jersey apartment buildings, or you can also invest in other things like precious metals or different businesses, and there's rules and regulations on what you can and can't do with your IRA. Now, let's hit the brakes here for a second and recognize that this is not a way to pay yourself early, take a management fee off the top, get a vacation home and stay there for free with your family every Christmas. You know, the IRA's thought of that already, and this is not a way to cheat the tax code. However, it is a way to take that IRA and put it into inner city areas where you can actually make a difference. Not only can you collect cash flow, build wealth over time passively, especially if you're working with People's Capital Group, but you can actually put that money into a city or an area maybe that you grew up around, and you can improve that area. You know, we take mismanaged apartment buildings that are really often managed by scumlords, and we come in and we make sure that the tenants are happy and satisfied, and that the building's a place that's safe to live, where you can raise your family and it smells good and it's quiet and enjoyable living there. And that's what we create for our tenants, that nice environment, and people are willing to pay more for that environment. So not only does that improve the neighborhood, but you're also making a better return on your investment. So you can really do a lot more with your IRA than just having it sit in an index fund and go up and down as the stock market does, with more and more volatility every day in the stock market. So a lot of people are recognizing that the best thing to do is actually take control of that IRA and take at least part of your IRA and self-direct it into real estate. Here at People's Capital Group, we can connect you with the IRA custodian to do that. We can even help you with the next step if you want to create an LLC that's owned by your IRA and managed by you. You can do that. You can create an LLC that, once again, is owned by your IRA and managed by you. You can't take a management fee off the top. Again, you can't put your kids through college. There's rules and regulations on what you can do with the money, but you can go ahead and say, flip a house, okay? So you're going to start that LLC. The IRA custodian is going to move the money into that LLC, and then you could do multiple things with that money at that time. Again, you have to follow the rules, okay? You can't buy a house and have your kid live there for free. There's lots of rules and regulations, but you could go flip a house, say, with half of your IRA, and then you could take the other half and invest passively in an apartment building, say, with People's Capital Group. So there's lots of ways to diversify your IRA. You don't have to take that extra step and start the LLC that you're going to as you're going to self-direct your IRA into. That's called a checkbook IRA LLC account. The only reason you would take that extra step is if you're going to go ahead and be more active with the money. Say you're actively buying a property or flipping a property, then you're going to need access to the money much more readily. Now, if you're not looking to be active with your IRA and just invest passively in some real estate and work with a syndication and operators such as what we offer here at People's Capital Group, if you're qualified, then you don't need to take that extra step and develop the LLC. You can simply hire an IRA custodian. They're going to contact whoever holds your IRA right now. They're going to move the money to that custodian, and that custodian is going to move it into an apartment building with People's Capital Group that's going to be professionally managed, produce quarterly cash flow, produce quarterly financials, monthly updates, and you actually learn about what we're doing here to buy mismanaged apartment buildings in inner city areas here in New Jersey, make them better, make them nicer places to live, and in turn make our investors great returns while improving these inner city neighborhoods. So if you want to learn more about that, if you want to qualify as a passive investor, or at least apply to qualify, then you can go ahead over to peoplescapitalgroup.com where you can input your information. Our staff will get in touch with you regarding the next steps to qualify as a passive investor, so you could take your IRA, move it into a custodian, and then move it into a passive investment backed by an apartment building here in New Jersey that's going to produce a bunch of benefits quarter over quarter and allow you to build that IRA faster, so ideally you can retire sooner than later. And that's the American dream. So here at People's Capital Group, if you want to learn more, go to our website, peoplescapitalgroup.com. Good luck self-directing your IRA. Take that bull by the horns and build that retirement account today. Thank you.